going over the recent Plandomizer. I just want to talk a little bit about it, and we're gonna go through the secret channel on the Discord and see what you guys have put down. I'm gonna do a little reaction style video for it. First of all, a huge thank you to everybody again who participated in creating the Plandomizer. It was to celebrate 1 year of me being on Twitch, and in case you're stumbling in on this video and don't know what I'm talking about, it was I am an Ocarina of Time randomizer streamer. Mainly, I do play other games, of course, on Twitch. And so what we planned, what we did for our 1 year anniversary celebration was took a randomizer and gave it to the community, and then the community did with it what they wanted. They pretty much had creative license over where to put whatever items they could do. They crafted an experience for me, but not only where the item placements were, but also what the hints told me. So what they did was they drew on a lot of memes that had that happened in the past, a lot of, you know, a lot of expectations that I may have had. So what they all did was got together in the Discord. I created a channel, and they were let to run free. I did not look at the channel at all during any point of it. They had a couple of months to put it together, and they did a great job with it. I was it started off quite hilarious, charming. A lot of loving messages were placed here and there for me to find, and it was it's just been such a pleasure playing through it. Of course, later on, the difficulty scaled quite a bit, and it was faced with some very unique challenges, let's put it that way. But overall, man, it was a great time, a fantastic experience, and it would I might even just go back to play it again, even though I know where things are. Just at some point, I might just go back to play it again and just enjoy it, you know, for myself, because it was a labor of love. It was, you know, put together by people that enjoy what I'm putting out on Twitch, but also people that I love to have around as well, of course. You know, you have a bunch of people. We'll go over who as we get into the channel, of course, but you know, we'll get into that anyway. So let me just pop over and open up the Discord here. All right, there we go. And oh, I have a new. I'll leave that for later, I guess. So yeah, down here, down in this channel down here, this is my Discord. Welcome to my home for heroes. And down here in the channels, we have the super secret biz, which I kept closed for months, and within that was a muted Plando planning channel. So let's go into it here. So before we read any of this, let's just scroll all the way to the top. I'm not sure how much there is, but let's see what we got. So yeah, so what I did was I gave everybody a role that needed to see this channel, and it was the Plan Dynamo role, and then anybody that wanted that role could have access to this channel, type in it, and all that good stuff. So let's see who we got here. So this is just me saying, hey, open up the channel, and I'll never look. Well, I guess this isn't true. I'm looking at it now. So we got, right away, we got a couple of my mods here. We got Chris, Dan, and Millie. Millie was the chief organizer of this. And Millie, of course, a huge thank you for putting in the hours of work that it took to gather all of the information that others suggested, and put it all together. You know, chasing after people isn't always the most fun thing, you know, but it is what you got to do sometimes. But you made it all work, and it came together fantastically. Let's see what we got here. First suggestion. Ganon's boss key on 100 Skulltulas. Oh god. Oh god. No! Stop! No. So what it was... oh god. No. It was just they just forced me to do all dungeons instead. That's all. That's all. But they just made it, you know, it's insanely hard to do all dungeons. Can we have a hint that says it's that, but it's really a nut upgrade? Oh my god. And Ganon's BK is behind Castle Strength 3. Oh god, that would have been rude. The goal is for him to hate the sea, not hating us for relying on hints. Oh, why not both? Oh god damn it, Dan. God damn it. Okay, so Millie chimes in. Using the hint colors that typically get used for Baron hints to troll hints. Oh god. Right, because the Baron hints normally have that that faded like mauve pink color type of thing, I guess. And the real hints have the blue, well, and then the way the hero hints have the blue to highlight the region and stuff. So let's see. You're also thinking dungeon skulls, but keep overworld skulls the same unless somebody really wants to put something on an overworld skull. See, this is something I didn't catch on to until like 2 hours in. I was noticing Skulltula tokens in treasure chests around the world, so I was just like, oh, so it's Skull Sanity. So I just started killing every single Skulltula. And it took me until about like 30 Skulltulas before I realized that it was not that it was not all Skull Sanity. It was just dungeon skulls. Oh man. But they did put something on 40 Skulltulas. I think it was a small key, I believe. Small key for the Forest Temple, if I'm not mistaken. Ended up being on 40. So I did need to do 40. It just happened a lot sooner than than expected. Okay, Alma popping in here. How does this work? Get it to hate the sea, but in good fun? Okay, so let's see what Millie responds. So, goal of Plando is to make a groan-worthy experience with either surprises or memes. If you have an item you want to place somewhere, let us know and we'll do our best to implement it. Like ice arrows and ice arrows and ice cavern or something. Also be editing the text of the hintstones. So if you want me to read something in game, take those into consideration. 6 mods will get 1 hintstone each, and then priority to current subs and regulars for hintstones. Okay. Iron boots to be placed in the most ridiculous place possible. I mean, there was a hintstone that suggests that it would have been the most ridiculous place possible. They gave us a hintstone, or me a hintstone, that said the iron boots were in the toilet, which is obviously an iron boots lock check. That was a good one. And I was like, huh? Took me a second. I was like, oh god. I don't know. Could a Plando really be there? But no, Plandos do have to stay within the logical constraints of a normal seed, which is glitchless logic. The only real idea I have, Star, is putting Requiem on AD, but making Spirit a stone, and also beatable on right side only, but having a top secret important item on the child side. Oh. God, that's a classic. That's a true classic. I've experienced that in many races. Something like you can just climb through Spirit from adult side, no problem, but then, you know, Din's Fire is on the left. Of course. It's just, you know, hanging out in child or whatever, something like that. Purse popping in. Oh boy. And there's Cat, okay. An important item on PG? Oh, absolutely. Had to be. PG had, what did he have? Did he have Rudo's letter? Was it a classic? Yeah, there's Millie's suggestion. It was Rudo's letter on PG. So what happened there was Millie commentated a race where I believe it was their first commentary actually, where someone did Blind Stone Forest and on Phantom Ganon was Rudo's letter. like you would never like after you if you happen to read the stone layout and medallion layout, you're never gonna go into forest in that kind of a seed. Never, not unless it's your last location, or you can figure out, you know, the logic of Way of the Hero, hence being very strongly suggesting to go into forest, like a song or something. But that wasn't the case in that seed. So the blind forest type of play was just absolutely fucking enormous brain, and it was incredible. So yeah, after that, I think there was a string of 3 or 4 seeds that Millie had been a part of, or watched, or commentated, where Phantom Ganon had just had an item, and so that just became a meme that we followed up on consistently. It's a classic, really. Megaton Hammer rewarded after Dark Link. I mean, okay, the idea there is that, you know, typically for a casual playthrough, one of the biggest things is using the Megaton Hammer to fight Dark Link, since it just happens to damage him. But the real key there is that you're not Z-targeting Dark Link whenever you're using the hammer, which is what people don't really catch on to. I guess it's not as obvious, right? You just think, does this item work? Does this item work? Does this item work? You know. But the real key is not Z-targeting Dark Link himself. So that would have been funny. Wait, there was something in Dark Link chest, wasn't there? I think it was actually an item at Dark Link or River chest. God, it might have actually been the hammer. Actually, now that I think of it, it's been a couple of weeks at this point. I should have done this way sooner, since I would have been fresher in my memory. But classically, Dark Link having a chest, having an item, it was great. So that's the first suggestion that made it in. One of the first suggestions that made it in then, along with the Phantom Ganon having Virgo's letter. Could put lens on the Fairy Ocarina Bridge. Okay, so the story with this one is, during the season 4 pre-qualifiers, they were testing the settings that they wanted to use for season 4. One of the settings was not starting with Ocarina, but you still had a random spawn, so you'd have to go pick it up in the Lost Woods at some point, in the Lost Woods Bridge from the Saria cutscene. Or no, it was shuffled ocarinas. Right. So it was shuffled ocarinas. So the ocarina can be found somewhere in the game, and then the cutscenes for the ocarinas. So when you're leaving the Lost Woods, and then when you're picking up the item after picking up the ocarina of time after Zelda throws it into the moat, would have items placed there instead. So, when I played this seed the first time, I was still very new at Rando. We had this Lost Woods Way the Hero hen, and we had found a slingshot in the Lost Woods. That was the only other thing that was in the Lost Woods. And I just never clicked to me that I needed to check the freaking bridge in the Lost Woods to get an item. So I had gone through the entire seed, right? We've done everything we could, and we get to getting the Light Arrows hint from Ganondorf. Oh, by the way, I had assumed the slingshot Way the Hero was Way the Hero for clearing Goma, even though I back then I didn't understand that if there were other slingshots available, that would nullify the slingshot from being Way the Hero. So anyway, so we get to Ganondorf, and he tells us the Light Arrows are in the market, and we had done none of the market checks at this point, right? Okay, so we'd gone back and we checked Richard, checked Bonshu Bowling. I think Slingshot Game was the only one we did at that point. So that's it. We checked big pubs. Nothing anywhere to be found. So at this point, it has to be in the chess minigame. And I did not have the Lens of Truth. I could not find it. I did not find it, rather. So at this point, it was maybe, I don't know, I want to say 5 hours into the seed when we found this out. So I'd gone back, looked over the map, and I dug deep and I said, okay, what do I still have to do? I pulled out the checklist, and I started going over each and every individual thing. I said, okay, this. So we went and rechecked every single dungeon just in case I had missed a chest somewhere in a dungeon. We went and checked all of the overall locations. We did find a few things that we had missed, but no sign of the lens anywhere at all. It was so confusing to me. I didn't understand what the hell was going on. We got into like 7 hours, I think it was 7.5 hours at that point. And I just said, you know what? I'm done. We're just gonna go in and to the chess minigame, and we're gonna try to just bust through it. It's gonna take as many times as it takes, or we're gonna freaking bust through it and gonna get the arrows in the end of the chest. So I went back to the market, made it nighttime with Sunsong, popped right in, and then I proceeded to guess all left. And on the very first try, I got to the end of the game and picked up the light arrows from the chest. It would happen to be all left the very first try. It was hilarious. So 7.5 hours in, we get our light arrows, we go fight Ganon. So, and then the mystery of the Lens of Truth was just left completely alone. And that was, I think, the first month of streaming, or maybe in the second month of streaming at that point. And then earlier this year, I want to say it was still winter, so maybe around February, I had decided, you know, it'll be a fun stream. Let's go back to that seed and let's try and figure out what the hell happened there, because I still don't know what the hell's going on. You know, it's been like 6 months or like 5 months or something like that. Let's see if with my newfound knowledge of the game and better understanding of the game, I can go back and figure out what happened and where the freaking Lens of Truth is. So we go back, fire up the seed, we start doing the same old things. However, I did recognize that the Lost Woods Way of the Hero could not be for the slingshot. But it stumped the shit out of me still. I didn't understand what was happening. Why was Lost Woods Way the hero? There was literally nothing else there. There was the other slingshots were definitely available without being slingshot locked. So I did not understand what was going on. So, and then Starlight over here popped into the chat and said, hey, did you check the Lost Woods Bridge? I was like, wait, Lost Woods Bridge? No, it can't be, right? No way. Actually, hold on. Give me a second here. I want to pull up that clip because that's a great clip. So let's see. I have to go to my own Twitch channel. Right. And then videos, Calypse. I should have prepared this beforehand, actually. Calypse, top all. Here it is. It's like my top 10 clips here. So let's see. Let's do a new capture here. We'll get that one going. No capture. Here we go. All right, so yeah, here it is. Let's do a full screen. Here we go. Oh my god, what is this quality?
No way it's here. I swear to God.
I'm just stunned. This is a 6-month-long mystery just coming to a close. It was absolutely stunning. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe my eyes, man. It was absolutely incredible. Oh, wow.
What is this fucking walk? What the fuck?
Oh my god, dude.
Shit. Shuffled ocarinas. This is why they fucking are.
Yeah, that is definitely why they removed shuffle ocarinas as a setting. Anyway, so that's the origin of that meme. So let's go on then. What's next? What's next? I like the idea this Plano could be an amalgamation of the shitty item placements I've had over the past year. Yeah, that is. There's been so many, dude. There's been so many. Oh, here we go. Classic markers moments like fire-locked dins in the wasteland. Yep, that's a good one. Strength 3, Way the Hero for Ganon's Castle Zora Tunic. That was a fucking terrible scene. And then Ice Cavern Bait. Ice Cavern Bait is a classic for me. Oh my god. It feels like every time I go to the Ice Cavern, I am punished unless I am otherwise told that it is Way the Hero. Oh my god. Oh. Anyway. Yes, okay, so everybody's hopping on board with this idea. Let's give them all the shitty checks. Also opens up more hint stones for the community, since hints can be Kakwath, Pepega, yep, and every check is a bad item. Oh, this definitely made it in, and about 7 of these made it in. Yeah, they took like 7 hint stones to say Kak is Wath in 7 different ways. It was great. And I did have an obligation to read every single hint stone, and I went to every single hint stone, and yeah, there were like 7 of them. I think it was like 32 hint stones in all, so it was about a quarter. An item on Master Quest Jabu Cow. Oh my god. Yes, Master Quest Jabu. Okay, so the story with that one, we had done myself and Chris, Top Diesel / Top Loser. He's still nicknamed Top Loser from the last time we raced. Oh my god. We often do races between us. Just, you know, whatever. Sometimes they're themed, sometimes not. We had neither of us had played Master Quest at that point. And so we said, you know what, let's do a blind Master Quest randomizer race. What could possibly go wrong? It was a great idea and a super fun race. It ended up being pretty close, actually. Most of our races, well, sometimes there's just with the lack of like one tiny mistake on either player's side, they would have otherwise been always super close. Yeah, so we had done a Master Quest blind race, and Jabu was one of the first things we ran into, or we were meant to do, and walking in there, it's quite different from normal Jabu. There's cows literally everywhere, and there's just and there are switches. You're supposed to shoot the cows with a slingshot, and they activate things around the dungeon. Except for one. One of them is placed like a normal cow, which there is a setting that exists called Cow Sanity, which then shuffles items onto cows, because normally what you can do in the game is play Epona song for a cow, and it'll reward you by filling an empty bottle in your inventory with milk. So they were able to go into that and shuffle those cows around, and so Master Quest Jabu having an item, yeah, that definitely got in there. All right, let's see. Child spawn is Gerudo Fortress, hard required to do the guard fight as child to get his ocarina. Ugh. Child Fortress spawns are great, but the thing is, I usually get so excited that they're so rare. So I go that I get a chance to do something that's out of the box, right? So I would have gone to fight the guard anyway, unless I didn't start with sticks, but I started with sticks. But yeah, if I had spawned in Gerudo Fortress, I definitely would have fought him immediately, unfortunately. Make the logic lead through a bunch of annoying dun temples And on the last boss, he gets the Stone of Agony. Oh god. Okay, here comes the first suggestion of basically making it in all dungeons. Obvious, it's too obvious if it's child spawn. Okay, so Star's debunking that little theory there, which yeah, I definitely would have. Make one of them drop there. Oh my god. Star, that is brilliant. Turn on like random owl locations and make one of them drop him there as the only logical way into Gerudo Fortress. Wow. That would have been fucking amazing. Like if you made it the Death Mountain Trail Owl, because nobody fucking goes up there, right? That would have been fucking brutal. That's a great one. Text limit. Yeah, there did end up being a text limit on the stone dungeons. So when we were talking about plandos and custom hints and stuff like that, there's some people that put in suggestions of really long ones. I think Dwop mentioned the idea of a poison hint, where it was a bunch of useless text box after text box after text box, with maybe one piece of useful information in there, and then just buried in the middle, and then there's more garbage text at the end of it. And then I had also said, I'd come up with this one, actually, was just put in the script of the B-movie. Just copy-paste the script of the B-movie into a hint stone. That would have been great. And that did actually make it in, but it was only like the first little bit, and it was phenomenal. A great meme. Great meme. So let's see here. I have an idea for a hint stone. Just need to know where someone would be placing something Woth, so you can make a certain combo for it. Okay, yeah, Rams hints were definitely were the only real hints that I got in that entire seed, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Any of the Lens of Truth in a ridiculous place, like trading Big Pose and getting the Lens of Truth in return, or if somebody has a clever idea. The Lens of Truth. Oh boy, Lens of Truth. And then putting something on chess minigame. Oh god. Let's continue. Something has to be on Water Trial. Yeah, okay, so Water Trial. The story with Water Trial is literally 4 races in a row. I had an item, and I had the item that I needed. Sorry, not just any item. The item that I needed to progress was locked in a Water Trial, and it had been so long since Ganon's castle had was necessary for me that I had just discounted it at that point. And it was in my league matches that this happened. 3 of the times it happened in the league matches, and then one time it was just outside, just doing just a normal race, like a normal stream on a Friday or something like that. So the league matches, right? Okay. It was Water Trial, specifically the left chest. It had, I think, at one point it had strength 2. It had the hammer, definitely the hammer at one point. And I believe it was Long Shot. It was the last one. And then there was something else as the 4th one. But it was 4 seeds back to back to back to back. Like, it was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, so they have to be in by late September, and they are in August at this point. God, it just drove me insane. Water Trial left chest had been nicknamed the Markar's chest in our community at that point. Okay, so they're making it, putting it up together. What do you put in chess minigame? Yes, Star definitely has an affinity for the chess minigame. This is one of her emotes from her channel. Of her just popping up with the lens. It's such a cute little emote. It's great. A boss key or an important key? Oh god. Can Plando all BKs in their dungeon except for one. And oh god. Oh god, that would be so. Is that what? Oh my god, that's so rude. Oh yeah. Oh look, the boss keys are in their own dungeon. Oh, it's not. I guess it's not BK Sanity, except it was. There was one fucking particular boss key that was uh Shadow Temple boss key. Good god. Okay. Boss key for yeah, there it is. Boss key for Shadow Temple. Oh my god. Especially since Shadow, you have to go so fucking deep every single time if you have to leave and come back. You have to go so deep if you don't get the shortcut. God. Lens should be the beacon for Shadow Chest. Oh my god. There was definitely something in there. Oh, what was in there? I think it was silvers, right? I might have been thinking of a recent race, actually. Vanilla magic locations? Yeah, they made vanilla magic locations. So Death Mountain, the two fairies on Death Mountain. The one you can reach with the bombs and the one you can reach with the hammers. With the hammer, rather, not hammers. Yeah, that was a fun find. The I did get to do both of them. Any Master Quest you want to see besides Jabu? Master Quest Stone Shadow. Oh god, Stone Shadow, just a universal random meme, of course. Putting both Hook and Long in a water trial. Oh my god. Either there or Hook in the well. Yeah, that's another meme for us. It was we had it so often that there was a hook shot just sitting in the bottom of the well that it just became a thing. Like if I was looking for a hook shot, I would just fucking go to the well. I would just go to the well and I would find one. It was just, and it was way more than 4. It was like, you know, maybe 9 times out of 10 at one point. It was ridiculous. Oh yeah, here we go. So Ram is famous for making combos out of emojis and emotes on Twitch. So we often refer to as Ramoglyphics because they're just pictures with images, pictures with meaning rather. So let's see. So he's making a hintstone for it, and he put together Papega Aims, which is the little green frog doing and then some chains, links, link, and hook at the end of it. So yeah, so that's to represent the hook shot, and it's pointing to the pig castle, so Ganon's castle, in the water. So when I first read this, I didn't understand what was going on. I knew what item it was referencing, but I didn't know where it was referencing. It took me a while for it to just click and be like, "Ah, oh, fuck you guys," because the hookshot locks so many things, right? Oh god, the hookshot locks so many fucking things, right? So it was, it was, I believe it was any 3 dungeons were required to get into Ganon's castle, and then all dungeons were required for the boss key. So when I saw this, I assumed that it was going to be like Longshot and Water Temple, because I see temple and water next to each other. So I'm like, well, okay, so Water Temple, something like that. And the pig was like, what the fuck is a pig doing there? What is this? What does this mean? That's great. And then I think it was like literally like an hour and a half later when somebody else mentioned it in chat, and I was like, oh no, it's no. But at that point, it wasn't just the long shot I was looking for, it was a hook shot. Just a hook shot. So I went into the water trial eventually, and boom, first chest, hook shot. Okay, yeah, alright, we knew that was there. Okay, no big surprise. Open the second chest, long shot, and I fucking lost it. I just lost my shit. It was fucking great. Oh, well done, guys. Combiner. Okay, so yeah, they're starting to gather messages of support or memes. Yeah, there were some messages that were left by my mods and some community members that were just, you know, thanking me for a year of great streams and fun times. sharing a lot of love. It was very touching, all of it. I was fighting back the tears of joy on stream. Oh, these these aren't the fire arrows you're looking for. Move along. What kind of music do Gorons listen to? Rock and roll. Great Junkins. Great Junkins. Icy Waters has to be long? Oh god, Icy Waters having long shot. Oh, that's happened a few times. And again, like last location, long shot for fucking from Icy Waters was a huge thing. That happened several times. Oh god. I don't know if skipping King Zora will happen during the seed or something you should expect, but I kind of want to do. You skipped me again, didn't you? And on the anniversary stream, no less. And one of the hintstones in Zora's Fountain. Oh, yes, that was so good. Okay, so this is an emote that I made as a skin of the Sag emote. It's King Saja. So what this spawned from is we had another community member of ours had come up with the channel point redemption for us, where I free Gorons in the Fire Temple. Like actually talk to them, and I'll read out their text and let them go. Because normally it's the most frustrating thing when you're trying to frickin' do a race and you end up just clicking A at the wrong time, and instead of opening the chest you talk to a Goron and you're wasting precious seconds on this freaking Goron, and then the cutscene happens and you're sitting there. Okay, are you done? So what I did was for the art of that channel redemption, right? You can add your little custom art. I took the Glad skin, the Glad emote. Oh, it's gonna be in here, right? It's not in my recently used. Oh, that's unfortunate. Where are we? Here we are. Here's Goro Glad. Yeah, so I took the Glad emote and I made a skin out of it. I just took it and like recolored it and everything, and then I came up with a second redemption, which was to go just drop everything and go randomly attack a Cucko and then just have it trigger a cutscene where you get chased by them and try to escape from the farthest route possible. So you have to run through the entire town. So I made Mad Cucko with the same idea, and then just to complete the trilogy, I made King Saja. And then actually more recently we had Purse, good friend of the community, and a huge inspiration, a champion lad. Go check him out. Come up with Yep Kiri. It's you actually drew on to the Yep emote. This is not a reskin, not in the same way I done them. And actually, the first emote in this style that we had, the first Zelda emote that we had in the style, was Monka L from Rikawado. I had asked him to use it. He has this on his own channel as a redemption for 100,000 channel points to play a Zelda game, because he's not a huge fan of them outside of Breath of the Wild. So yeah, he threw this together, and it's great. It's just Link holding this. It's a Monka S face with the Link hair and him holding the sword. And also the most one of the other recent additions we have is the Kektite, which is a great story on its own. It was Thivdan had misspoke when mentioning it when mentioning a Tektite to me, and he said, "Oh, it's a Kektite," and I was like, "Oh fuck, I didn't say that correctly," and then I just kind of was like, "Wait a minute, Kektite, it's a fucking great idea." So I had asked our buddy Killjoy to throw together this emote for us for the anniversary stream, and we got it together in time. And huge thanks again to Killjoy for that. Came out great, dude. Anyway, so this definitely did happen. I definitely skipped over King Zora because again, Rudo's letter was somewhere ridiculous, like on Phantom Ganon or something like that. And then I read the hintstone and I was like, Wow, that's brilliantly placed. Brilliantly placed. Okay, so what settings we're doing? Boss key sanity, but all of them in their respective dungeons except like Shadow. What's skull sanity or shuffled egg or anything else? Okay, yeah. Any settings are on the table except for full ER. Okay. All dungeon skulls are major item ice traps. Oh wow, that would have been fucking funny. Major item on DC skull that needs long or to go through DC backwards. Right, that ended up being the second mom bag, I believe, actually was on here. But yeah, that's Skulltula, the famous one in the on top of the DC stairs, where you have to go backwards through the freaking dungeon to get it. That was the second bomb bag, I think. I was fully expecting a major item to be there, so yeah, this is a good call. Let's see. Richard, check having the boomerang. Oh my god, Richard fetched... Richard brought us the stick, of course. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. And also made it a friendly start, right? Because I had the boomerang, so I was like, alright, give me the boomerang. It's to farm some skulls, right? No, it wasn't really farm skulls. Skeleton of an idea. Something important that's hinted as being on the right hand. This right here was the most fucking brilliant shit. Okay, so normally there's hints in the game that sometimes appear for the Desert Colossus hands, right? For the silver gauntlets in the mirror shield chest in vanilla. So you have the right hand of the Colossus that has the silver gauntlets, which is the child side, and the left hand, which has the mirror shield, which is the left hand, which is the adult side, I mean. So Guilty comes in here and drops his fucking bombshell of an idea. Something important that's hinted as being on the right hand, but it's on the hand of the statue inside the temple, not outside, like one would expect. Because inside the Spirit Temple, there's the freaking statue where you melt the face off with the mirror shield. Oh my god. And I'm still reeling from how fucking brilliant that was. Oh my god. And then of course there's that chest which he plays Elvis Lullaby on the left hand and the chest appears on the right hand. And, oh my god, anyway. I don't remember what it was, but it was amazing. Double defense on Twin Robo. So yeah, right, because double defense is commonly referred to as titties, because double defense, DD, double Ds, titties. There you go. So yeah, double defense, because, you know, you fight the giant booba monster that is Twin Roba. Okay, so a few finishing touches, 4 gossip stones. I could use some memes. Can also set the 5 icon seed hash that shows up. Right, yes, because each randomizer seed has its own unique identifying hash, or not necessarily unique, but it's a huge amount of possibilities, right? Just as a way to identify that everybody has the same seed in races. Things are too much of a pain in the arse. Literally anything involving specific entrance randomizers. Leaving that in Randobot's hands. Okay. Cosmetic Plando still needs to be done. Okay. If anyone has specific cosmetics they want, yeah. So what ended up happening for that was they just give me a list of cosmetics instead of making it a cosmetic Plando, because that would have been like a whole separate file that needs to be done. It's like different things, differently structured. Yeah. Vote for Ram making the seed hash. Oh god, because Ram and master emojis. Yep. See anyone thing very bright pink. Yeah, so they said one thing bright pink. So they couldn't, since they couldn't decide, I just decided to make everything that wasn't otherwise specified all pink. Switching up the tunic colors. Oh, here made the hash all nuts. Yes, because of course my famous nut emote. I am mostly famous for that. It's a fantastic emote. It was a play on Craigasm. It was actually It was actually your Ron Ram that had captured that when his stream froze on that very frame. While I discovered an item that was very important, and I was very happy to find it. So he just sent me a screenshot of that, and I turned it into the nut emote. It was great. Ganon hates the internet. Too many links. Ah, so good. Inserting random humor. Well, it was well done, Alma. It was well done. You got a winner already. First one you rolled with the plan of settings is pure evil. Oh god. Required quad dip into... Right, okay. So, here's the thing. Randobot set so much bullshit. So much bullshit. Like... I can't even believe it. Like, I was playing through the seed and I was like, wow, that's really evil. You guys took some time to plan that, right? And Amelia was like, no, it was just Randobot. They just randomized it for us, and yeah, so many evil things, so many evil things. Quadruple dip into Master Quest Stone Shadow was insane. I spent like 2 hours trying to clear Shadow Temple, just Shadow Temple. The seed took me what was it like 8 or 9 hours total, and 9 hours, and 2 of those hours was just Shadow. Like, I ended up saying, fuck it, I'm doing the gate clip that gets you to the end of the dungeon, because otherwise I would have had to walk through that whole thing like 5 times. It was ridiculous. Okay, we're at the 24th now. This was the day of the seed. Getting the butt set up to watch. Yep. Set everything up with only the lens of truth at the bottom of Shadow. And chess minigame having Shadow BK, but Randobot kept putting progression items in Shadow, but he needs Shadow keys from literally everywhere else. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay, so there was one thing in there that they planned out. Okay. Also, the lens of truth being at the bottom of Shadow, that was like one of the last things I did, right? And in Master Quest, some of the things are different, so I wasn't super familiar. I had to guess some of the time. Also, Song of Time blocks. God damn it. Aurora's Wind on Bongo. Of course, because Shadow being the last thing that I did, why not put Aurora's at the end of it? What have you done? What? Everybody's just freaking out. Oh god. Oh no, okay. No, Millie did that. Okay. And then they're just going over. They're just going over and saying, okay, it just keeps getting worse, It really was amazing. This is the single worst sentence I've ever read. Required. It's the single worst sentence I've ever played out, my friend. Oh god. You should feel bad for me? No, absolutely not. I did ask for all of this. Absolutely. Oh yeah, everybody's grabbing their popcorn. Oh, and this is mid-seed. Reminding him about Cow Sanity. Letting him figure it out. Okay. Spite is a good motivator. Oh yeah, I had figured something was going to be on Jabu Cow. Right, because the first time I walked into the Lalon Tower, I didn't think about checking the cows, because that's one of the ways you can tell if it's cow sanity, right? Is if the cows are, instead of being together, they're spread apart, so you can more easily get the checks. But when I walked into Jabu and saw the cows everywhere, I knew something was going to be there. It had to be. Oh, and I walked away from the Valley Cow too. Oh no. A lot of inner strength, to not mention the second hintstone is Zor's Fountain I missed. Is maybe the one you're thinking of? Oh, what was that one? I mean, chances are it was just another Cacwoth, but I don't remember that one was. Alright, so we got to the end of the channel. So that's that. Yeah, so that was the entire thing. I'm gonna link the VOD of the anniversary stream in the description as well, of course. It is on YouTube. I definitely had to immortalize that, of course. It was not going to just stay on Twitch. It should be eliminated in 60 days or whatever. So that's going to be linked below. And again, an immense thank you to everybody who did all of this. It was, it was equal parts genius, evil, and hilarious. The seed formed its own Triforce. It was fantastic. I would love to do one again next year. If it's if you know everybody here was down, if we get back to it, you know, I'd be down for another one. Absolutely. Whether it's going to be as amazing and as evil as this one is, we have yet to see, but I don't know. Maybe we could do something with it. Maybe it could be a specific theme or something like that. I don't know. Instead of just shit checks that I've experienced in the last year. Well, that's gonna be the end of this. Again, an immense thank you. It's been a pleasure streaming for the past year, and even into this year. We're in October now, and this is 13 months of streaming. And I am just now like coming up with more ideas to improve the quality of the stream. Like I want to start having like maybe a segment or two that's going to be its own thing that can happen like midstream kind of thing, just as a break from it being like all gameplay all the time kind of thing, you know. Get some of the, add a little bit more of the person to the stream. Anyway, there's ideas floating around in my head. I always have some stuff floating up in there for stream, but I would like to start implementing those things finally. So look forward to that in the future. And of course, you can join us if you made it to the end of the video on twitch.tv/markars, and you can support me, of course, at ko-fi.com/markars. All right, so that's gonna be it for me. I hope to see you again soon, and thank you for watching, and take care.